a good choice. Pray about it again. You know, this thing about relationship, two becoming one, marriage was started by God. So imagine God has all the solutions to the problems that we face. You know, that's something that keeps me going. Yeah. And that's now takes us to the next topic. How do we keep sane in marriage? In our marriage, do we fight kwanza? Manze, do we fight?
I will answer in this way that a relationship or marriage that doesn't have fights is not healthy.
So what do you want to say?
So I mean, yeah, we do fight.
Yes, we do. A lot.
And usually it is said that I have come to verify the truth in it, that somebody who keeps on quarreling with you, who keeps on fighting with you in a good way, that person loves you. If they're not fighting with you, remember there might, or there's a higher possibility that fight is directed to somebody else who is being loved that way.
Like there's someone else who's taking your place, honestly.
Yeah, so somebody who doesn't argue with you, who doesn't quarrel with you, who is just
like you never disagree. Like you never have ish. I believe you need to sit back and think, honestly.
So we do fight a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But imagine, even if we fight all this time, like 3 years, the first year was fight, but we are here. And these are, what do you call, are the results of so many fights? Are the results of so many fights? But now how do we keep, I wouldn't say fire burning, but I can't say that, but how do we keep saying this marriage? That's sometimes we can still, not sometimes, but so many times we still laugh. So many times we laugh. Because you get the disagreements are not the ones that are going to tear us apart. Yeah, you're going to be torn apart maybe for minutes. Especially someone like me. I don't like being annoyed. Like I'll be annoyed for some time. Nikinda sana one day. There are people can be annoyed for days.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah, but now for you it's different, you know. We are two different people, two different personalities, yeah. So the way we keep this going, it's a way, I don't know, what can you say?
So one of those things that help us to keep our marriage sane is majorly praying and believing in God.
Even if we pray separately sometimes, not only that you are going to pray together.
You know, there are those times that you are in that fight and you can't even hold the other person's hand and pray.
Yeah.
And you just like your space and go and tell God, see what I'm going through. You know the solution. Yeah, you know where I've come from, where I'm going. Just
you know who you're fighting, God.
Yeah.
You know why we are here. And you know, you give me this money with my husband. So what should I do with him? You know? Those questions and I'm like,
believing and trusting in God and praying to Him over every situation and circumstance.
Me always say, even if it's just closing your eyes and just telling God, please God, just make a way for me this marriage. Because sometimes it can be too bad.
There was I don't know whether you have seen that. I remember that for such a long time it has been going through and going on, that you are just there crying because you can't comprehend anything to tell God. You can't utter anything to God, but you are there crying unto Him.
But we are told that God analyzes even your tears.
Yeah.
And He can understand your pain, your sorrows. Imagine, that's the God we serve. Yeah? Yeah, so how mighty.
That's one of the things that keeps marriage sane.
Yes, it's praying. And also the other thing, you have made it possible for us. That's through God. It's just communicating.
Yeah.
Especially when you know, I don't know for this guy because he never comes and tells me, oh, Nadu. But for me, if you do something, I'll tell you by the way.
You know, they usually say that a lack of communication is a door to breaking the relationship, because you are not communicating. So I might be doing something, but because of I don't communicate, it create a large gap between us. So communication is everything.
And also you can communicate in so many different ways. For me, I'll just come and tell him, hey babe, whatever you are doing, or even if that time I can't call him babe, I'll tell him, Jacob, whatever you're doing, it's not okay. Kindly, let's try to do this or that. But for him, it's different. Maybe you try to do something that I can see, stop doing that way, just do it this way.
Do it this way.
You see, for him, it's like illustrating. Yeah, but for me, I want to tell him in words, stop doing this, babe. Let's try to do this. And you know, the way also we respond,
to that
it's
critic.
different.
Yeah.
Because again, now for him, you know, sometimes he just look at you like, and you're like, what's wrong with you? I'm speaking 100 words. At least I'm speaking 0. And when now I tell you need to talk 10, and I'm talking 100. I'm even serious. And that's the time you even break and tell them, don't you even love me anymore? I don't know. You know, so many ways. But no, it's communicating. You just have to communicate.
Just communicate,
Just the way you can. Okay. Just communicate.
Sure.
But that is going to help you.
It is going to work more.
Yeah.
And then another thing is knowing to handle our own issues our own way.
Yes. Not copying others.
Not copying others. And not seeking like advice, assistance, north, south, east, west, about how to make our marriage.
I believe that has changed over time.
Yeah.
Especially for me, honestly. I'll speak about mistakes I've made as a wife, so that you know that he knows I'm going to talk about it. When you see that topic when I'm alone, don't think I'm going behind his back. Oh, in our first year of marriage, when the issues came up, so many of them, that so many issues were there because I only focused about what I can be given, not what I can give. I don't know whether you know that, but that was the main issue.
Yeah.
Just what I can be given, not what I can give in this marriage. And it brought so many issues. Yes, he had his own mistakes in that. He took part in it. But now what I did was to go out there, try to look for people, tell them, you know, there's something I feel silly up today, but I'm like, babe, I'm sorry. I already apologized so many times. And with time, we have learned, and up to date, I'm like, no. Going out there to talk to someone, I don't do that anymore. Let's handle this our own way.
Our own way.
It's about us. It's not about them. Let them deal with their own issues.
Sure.
Let them just see two people who are in peace, who have been loving each other, laughing out there. But yet they don't know whatever you are dealing with, because we're made it to be our issues to be our own issues.
Sure.
And I guess that has been helpful.
It's so helpful.
Yeah.
So.
And I believe it's the route personally I want to follow. Like going out there. Hey, you tell someone an issue, you think they are going to help you, but they are going to either spread it or even take advantage of that issue.
Yeah.
And even use it to attack you.
They use it against you.
Hey, so it's just knowing how to deal with their own issues. Our own way, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And we have seen it work.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is listening and forgiving.
Yeah.
Like,
forgiving is a key thing.
Like you have to listen to each other and also forgive each other.
And you know, we have different perspective of life, and we have always the other side of the story. I don't have to rely on my own. I have to listen to you so that I can understand you.
Yes.
And maybe I thought you are wrong, and I find out that I'm the one who is wrong. So if I didn't listen to you, I'm not going to understand you, and I'm going to just exactly escalate the situation. But if I listen to you, I'll be able to even forgive you for the wrongs, or even forgive myself. For the wrongs that I have done, so that I can also be forgiven. So listening and forgiving, they are key thing. So key.
Very important. And if you love peace like I do, or like you do, as you are going to forgive.
Sure.
Maybe you're not going to forget, because I guess forgetting is another aspect. The Bible says forgive and forget, but honestly, personally, I struggle with forgetting. Sorry, I struggle with forgetting something that someone ever did to me, but I'll forgive because I just want to have that peace.
Sure.
I know you're telling you don't forget, you don't forgive, but I'm working on that, and I'm really trying to keep on. And sometimes I want to like remind you what you did. Sometimes I do, but sometimes in a calm I'm like, no, Esther, cool down. Don't remind him of something that he did years ago. Just leave it that way, you know. So yeah, forgiving. Just learn how to forgive someone, and you have a good life.
And then another thing that helped us to keep our marriage sane, it is keeping our eyes on the big picture. Yeah, the reason behind why we said I do.
Why are we here?
Why are we here?
Yes.
It is not something that you're going to. We sign the contract.
Yeah.
To edit maybe by 2020 August. No, 2022.
2022.
August. Date 9. That's the deadline.
By the way, we celebrate our marriage the same month. In the same month. They're going to be having the Nini. Kenya.
So it's not a contract.
It's not a contract.
So having our eyes on the bigger picture.
It's for better.
Yeah, for better.
For worse.
They usually say for better and better.
No, there is worse.
Worse.
It's for better for us.
So keeping our eyes on that big picture. That even if we are going to fight today, we're not going to fight forever.
Personally, I'm like, let's fight, but we are going to die. Like, not dying together. The marriage is going to end when one of us is out of the picture.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm not praying that any one of us lives soon.
Sure.
It's like I want us even to grow old together and start telling each other, do you remember what you are fighting? The silly things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's mpaka mwisho. Akuna, it's a forever thing.
Not having now that picture. Yeah.
Know that we are not here just today. Yeah.
That I want us to see us grow older. Kamkokoja pale, and then you're having like a grandson.
Toki and Sasa.
Yeah.
I used to remember the other day I was laughing and I was looking at Ken and I'm like, what's wrong with this boy? Very soon he's going to come and start telling you, Mother, I don't know what. You know, you miss those days. But now we want to say that seeing a bigger picture, it helps you even see that you don't have to just stay here fighting over things. Like you need to focus.
Yeah, focus on the big picture. Focus.
To how you are going.
Yeah.
The big things you are dreaming to have.
Sure.
The big mansions, the big cars you are dreaming to. I love the road trips you are dreaming to have. When you have kids, when they are older, when you're just you, let's just focus and make this thing work. Yeah.
Because in every fight, by trying to resolve the fight, you're trying to make things work better than the way they are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, marriage. Hey, I'm just like, let's focus on the bigger things. So yes, that's another thing. And also the other thing that helps us to stay sane is just being ourselves. Yeah. Like I have my own personality. He has his own personality. I'm that person, like you get annoyed instantly, but I've been trying to work on that, but it's getting hard. So now a baby is trying to make me get vicious. Then he's doing this because sometimes he's just going to do something and I'm like, what's wrong with you? And then he's just laughing. I'm like, I don't want to beat you, and he's true, you know. Yeah, I'm that person, and for him, he's too cool. I always say he's too cool for life, honestly. The two personalities, we just crash every time. But again, when we just remain true to ourselves and just being us, it's easier to solve it.
So easier.
Because I know he can't shout at me. Maybe I'm going to shout the whole house, but for him, he wants things to settle, then you're going to talk, you know. And that has been helpful.
Yeah. So being ourselves and knowing your space.
Knowing your space.
Because there is a way that you can overdo the other person's space, or even step into their own space, because regardless of whether you're married or in a relationship, remember you are you. We are used to staying in the bedroom alone. Yeah, if you're used to being that person who is always on games in playing games for simu, remember you are you. You have that character in you, but you have this marriage to keep. So there are things that you are not going to do or to go overboard because you have a marriage to keep. So you have your own space, but still you're going to protect the marriage. So you're not just going to be on one side of your marriage or else the one side of yourself and forget the rest. So knowing yourself, being you, and respecting each other space.
Is that very important? And just now trying to get it. Having my space, you are in your space. Now if you try to get like and collide, definitely it's going to be an issue. Knowing your space, understanding it, that's very important.
Understand your
space. And also understand your role. That has really helped us. At some point I was like, yes, I'm married. I want to, every time I dreamt of just going out and looking for money. And I remember him telling me, it's either we save this or just lose it. Because now you want to go, yes, it's good to look for money as a woman, but also it's also good to know the person I am here in this relationship and the person I want to be all along. Because now I'm here as a wife, he's here as a husband. I want to go out there and look for money. And even at some point he kept on telling me, I'm going to pay you. Just be, I'm going to, because maybe you're working for long hours, or you're even working at night, or even going to jobs that you feel they're not okay. So I guess even understanding the person I'm supposed to be in this marriage also helped me. And it has also helped us to be peaceful. In so many ways, by the way. And also, when I understand myself, I also understand the circle I want to be.
You want to make...
like the people who should be around me. That's very important. And also the people who should be around us also. It has been very, very practical for us that we don't have to relate with everyone. If they want to go, let them go. If you don't feel like vibing with them, we're not going to vibe with them. As long as we are not like pushing them off and telling them leave our space or anything. But if you feel the vibe is not there and they're not helping us grow, there's no way we are going to be here. So that has really helped us. And the same way you said, that has also enabled us to be able to fight our own fights and not fight other people's fights. We're just fighting ours, and we have learned that depending on people to do so many things for us. Like you're in that space and you feel it's the worst space we ever be in. We are trying to just look for people, do this for us, do this. But now it's like, let's fight our own fights.
So it's good to know who you are, what you are there for, and what do you expect and anticipate in the days to come. And that will help your relationship or your marriage to go to the next step.
And marriage is beautiful.
So beautiful.
What do you think?
So beautiful.
Are you here to stay?
Forever.
Forever and ever. So I'll go look for you also. So guys, marriage is beautiful, and I believe that is helpful. I know it's a long video, but maybe it's going to be part 1 and part 2. I don't know. But I know it's helpful. And if you're out there, you're not married, you're single, you're in a relationship, don't fear this thing. Imagine it was started by God. So focus and know that God has a solution to every problem you face in marriage or in a relationship. Because he's the one who said that two people should become one.
One should leave their parents and go and join another one who has left
their parents. Imagine that aspect. You leave your parents, leave yours, come and be one. he has a solution. He has every solution that you need.
Yeah, plan for everything.
Just pray. And I was even thinking about it. Let me go back kidogo. When you're shooting this like last week, it wasn't be a good week. Especially for me, I don't know. I sometimes felt up, sometimes I'm low, sometimes I don't know, I'm where. And even in parenthood, as a new mom and whatever was going on with our baby and everything, at some point I was like, God said I'm going to be here. God said I'm going to be a wife. And God said I'm going to be a mother. So I'm just going to leave it to him.
Yeah, the rest
so like,
knows the reason for that.
I'm like, God just help me to be able to handle this. If I don't feel like cleaning those utensils, I'll just sleep on the couch. I'll just sleep here and be the baby. Like, I'm not going to stress myself anymore. Because I'm like, now he's crying, I'm supposed to cook. I'm supposed to work. I'm supposed to do what? I'm supposed to do what video, you see? And I'm not able to do it. So at some point I was like, no, God, you know. And I didn't tell you this.
At that instant, at that time, he knew that you're going to be there at that moment.
I remember that day I cried. I remember telling you that I cried that day because it was too hard. And I didn't know how to handle everything, how to go through it. I guess it was the worst moment ever. And my baby is just here crying, somebody is laughing, I don't know. Yeah. But my point was just focus, pray to God. He has a solution to everything.
Sure.
And he's going to make it okay. And it is okay already because you are still alive. You are there. Just pray for each other and hold on. Yeah.
And remember, if you're there to stay, you're there to stay. And if it is something that is temporary, then there's no need of putting more effort into it.
You remember, a good person will always be a good person. You can never change somebody.
A bad person
will always be a bad person. And again, you are told you are not in a relationship to train your partner. You are there to love them. Train your kids. Trust me, it works. Since I knew that, I'm not like, babe, do this. Stop behaving this way. I'm like, let me focus on our baby. Let me train him. He's the one who needs my training. This Junior needs my love.
Yeah.
And respect and submission is a wife. It's not about training him. But again, we are going to talk about that maybe in a different video. But that is the point. You're not going to train your partner. You're just going to respect them. You're just going to love them and also make a choice of being with them no matter what comes.
Sure.
Why?
Yeah.
You can never train them. Get that from me.
You can't train an old dog new tricks.
I'm not even minding anything, but I'm not an old dog. Anyway, guys, just been so nice.
Yeah.
Hey, this video. I feel like continue. But it's going to be too long. I guess it is a good thing to vibe on. I guess we are believing in marriage and in love more
as time goes by.
You know, at first when you got married, we are so hyped. When you get there, the issues are like, no, I want a divorce. Oh, second year, I'm still the same. Do you want a divorce? But now, here we are. We are like, we are doing this forever.
Yeah.
We are going to learn along the way, but you are keeping it same here. You're not leaving each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm done.
So guys, I hope you're going to learn something from us. And yeah, in the comment section, leave a comment about the same.
Yeah.
Share with us. And maybe you have something that can make us more sane than we are. Yeah.
If you think we are insane, to tell it to be sane.
So,
just kidding.
Just add it in the comment section.
Yeah.
And together we are going to grow. Together we are going to spread love. And together we are going to have that inspiration for life.
Yeah.
So, what do you say?
Marriage is beautiful. And keep subscribing, guys, and supporting us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so till our next video.
It is.
Kwaheri.
Kwaheri from us.